You may not tell from my videos, but I'm very introverted and I hate the idea of socializing and having conversations with people that I'm not familiar with. It just feels like I'm imposing conversations on people who don't owe me their time and patience if I ever bore them. And I just hate the thought of it. But the thing with practicing your spoken English is that you need to firstly open your mouth and start talking so that you can build up your brain and tongue muscle for the language. And as an introvert, I've long given up trying to make friends with native speakers and going to English corner just so I can have English conversations with people. I decided instead that I would try to be self-sufficient, and I'd like to share my methods with you. Number one, I do a whole lot of shadowing. This gives you both the language exposure and muscle training. Number two, I constantly talk to myself in English. Actually, that's why I first started to make videos, to better monitor my monologues. And occasionally, I make sure that I engage in real conversations so that I can monitor my level of proficiency in real conversational situations. I use Cambly to have this one-on-one conversations with native speakers. They have really nice tutors from all walks of life, like they have musicians, writers, and senior executives in big corporates there. And because of this diversity, I can always have interesting and inspiring conversations there. Like when I confess to one tutor about my awkward social identity as a freelance.
There's lots of oh, girls can't do this, women can't do this, and that's as long as you enjoy what you do, that's the most important thing, isn't it? The quality of life is more important than having a fixed number every month. I think many people have mental health problems because they keep doing it and they're not doing anything they enjoy. Become the pattern where you go to work, you do things because you have to, you come home, you watch TV and you have dinner and you watch TV and then you go to bed.
Or when I share my thoughts on being an introvert with a tutor who's also introverted.
In America, there is a very big push from childhood to be extroverted. That's one thing I don't like about my culture, is that extroverts are rewarded. I'm gonna be brutal about American culture for a minute. There's this big push for diversity, but I've realized most of the time they just mean external qualities. It's like, oh, we got to have people from different, different colors, and but they don't really respect diversity in thoughts. And it's very sad.
And I don't need to feel the pressure of imposing conversations on them, no matter how boring my opinions were in the conversation, since I'm paying to talk to them, right? I think that's the essential reason why I chose Cambly, and also because it's not expensive at all. With a monthly purchase, I got to have a 30-minute session for only around 40 RMB. But make sure to prepare some topics to talk about or some questions you want to ask the tutor so that you can make the best of the time, and also it can save you and your tutor some awkward airtime. You can now use my referral code down in the description to have a 15 minutes of free conversations with native speakers who has your preferred accent, or who share your personal interests and habits, or who can teach you IELTS. You can actually type in the search box things like reading, travel, music, or marketing, anything that's suitable for you. And they're all tutors online 24/7, so whenever you feel like having an English conversation with people, just go check out Cambly. And lastly, I wish to talk to my fellow introverts that we can either speak up or be silent, but no matter what we do, we can always be unapologetically introverted.